Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Great to see you all here this evening. This is Sean Donahoe, and a lot of new faces. Welcome aboard, and it is an absolute pleasure to have you as part of this incredible thing that we put together called Profit Builder. Now, tonight, we're going to do something a little kind of informal. This isn't going to be an official presentation with fancy slideshows. This is going to be a live Q&A. In many ways, this is kind of like what we do in the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle is my membership site, and every Wednesday we do what's called the Ask Sean sessions. Now, just to give you an example, what we do in those sessions is I'll show you some strategies. I'll show you some things that we do, strategies that work in all sorts of different areas of marketing, SEO, social media, lead building, list generation, every aspect. We cover it, basically. And then what we do is we go into a live Q&A right afterwards. Well, we're going to mix this up just a little bit. It's a little bit different. But what we do is basically, I'm going to brain dump, and then you're going to ask me questions, fire questions at me, and I have my beautiful assistant, my lovely wife here this evening, who's going to be fielding questions and directing them at me, and then we're going to be going from there. Now, I'll speak up a little bit. My microphone volume should be pretty high. I'm looking at the BU meters here, and everything's fairly good. So I just want to make sure. Let me just double check and make sure the input levels. I've got 5x5. I'm going to crank it up to 100% microphone gain. There we go. That's as far as I can go, and everyone else is saying it sounds fine. So if it's a little bit loud or a little bit quiet, crank up your speakers, because otherwise I'll deafen everyone else. We are going to do a replay. Basically, here's what we're going to do. We are recording this session. Okay, there's no pitch. Okay, this is not a covert pitch for, like I see a lot of other people do. We do things a lot differently than most people do, which is one of the reasons we're still in business, to be quite honest. So no, this is all content, all day, every day. So this is going to be a lot of fun. You're going to be firing things at me. I'm going to be sharing some stuff. And I even have, because of you guys being here this evening, I've even got a new template to share with you that hasn't even been released to the cloud yet. So I'm going to give you first access to that tonight. And we'll have a little bit of fun with that. Again, it's a great little lead generation one that I've been testing. Has been working out very, very well for me. It's in my recent tests, it's for what we've been doing in an SEO product, it's been converting at 75%. Well, I'm going to give that to you guys here this evening as well. So again, just to kind of give you an overview, a lot of people have been asking me, why did I build Profit Builder in the first place? The reason being is I wanted to make something that everyone could use. Everyone needs good lead pages. Everyone needs good sales pages, member portals. Just marketing pages in general are a pain in the butt to create. You either need a degree in coding, you need a designer, and it's a pain in the bum. Okay, so I just decided, you know what? I could do this. I can put something together better than everything else out there, in my opinion. And that's what we did. And we spent months doing this. Ended up being a completely different animal than I first envisioned. But as you can see, it's everywhere right now. Everyone loves it. You guys obviously have jumped on board and grabbed it, and thank you so much for doing so. It makes my life a lot easier because, honestly, I built this for you guys. You guys have determined what goes in here, what you need, and we listen to all that wonderful feedback from all of our customers, and we'll continue to do so. This is one of those amazing things that, honestly, it's got so much legs. This is going to be our core and one of our flagship products for a long time to come. So again, this is not one of those fly-by-night, oh, it's now 2 weeks, it's gone, and now we're on to the next thing. This is something we're going to continuously add new features, new designs, new templates, new layouts, basically we're just going to keep on building it up and up and up. And that is very, very cool. Now, there's quite a few. What we're going to do is I'm just going to jump right in. In fact, what I'm going to do here is tackle a couple of questions right off the bat. Let's see. I see a couple here. Let me just Someone saying that, asking a question, is Profit Builder mobile responsive? That's pretty mobile responsive right there. I mean, this is just a showcase of our products, but again, yes, that's pretty mobile responsive right there. And again, yeah, that is mobile responsive. And if you're unsure, and this is from Denny, I just want to kind of tackle that. Here's what we do. We actually have a mobile previewer right in the system. And honestly, I'm going to be quite honest. The buzz off the Warrior Forum, I never pay attention there per se. So I don't go in there. I mean, honestly, that's not a place for, if you're serious about business, stay out of there. It'll rot your brain. But if you want to see how things look in different mobile devices, you can just first of all show hide controls. You can just then test in laptop mode, iPad mode. Is that looking okay? Yep, that's fine. And then full mobile mode. And again, you just set it up as you see fit. But yes, it is mobile responsive. So that's a great question. Let's have a look, see what else is in there. Quick question. Are the theme and plugin compatible with other plugins? Do they play nice together? We've only had one plugin that I've heard had a conflict, and we found that was actually bad coding inside their plugin. We try and be standards compliant. In fact, we were working on WordPress 4 compatibility a month before WordPress 4 came out publicly. We were on the beta test. We made sure everything was working perfectly, and then we released it. That was, WordPress 4 came out just before we launched, and we did some final checks to make sure nothing was wrong and there was no kind of hidden problems. There was one little thing. They changed an editor thing. And we had a fix for that right away, and that was way before launch. But again, we've had this in beta test for a month. We haven't heard of any plugin conflicts per se. It's designed to be compliant with WordPress's core. So as long as the plugins and themes you're using are compliant with WordPress, should be no problem at all. We haven't heard of anything yet, in all honesty. Not saying there won't be a problem with something somewhere down the line. Obviously, I can't predict every scenario and every situation, but everything that we've been testing it with so far in our customers, we've not had any reports of a problem. It is designed to work and integrate seamlessly with WordPress, and then anything else that works with WordPress should be fine. So thank you for that. That was from Mrs. AK, and appreciate that question there. Okay, how to rank a YouTube video. Okay, well, this is a Profit Builder one. If you're a member of the Inner Circle, we talk about ranking videos and all that other good stuff in there. We're going to keep this focused on Profit Builder here this evening. So I appreciate that question there from, I'm going to say your name wrong, I expect, Moralid Haran. I hope that was close enough to be acceptable. But if you're wanting to create a video, now, that being said, you could create a easy page. Let me actually go back over here. If you want to rank and do something with a video and rank it, you can do that by just creating a new post or page, should I say. I'm doing that over here. And hide. If you want to do it as a blog page, you can leave all your headers, menus on, but you could easily create a video sales page and rank this video. Obviously, you'd want to lay all your keywords in there. Then you'd want all your other stuff within your YouTube video with all of the tags, keywords, everything set up right, names of your videos, all the other good stuff. If you want to really rank it very well, use Hangouts. Use a live Hangout. Those are even easier to rank. And then one thing we did, which actually, I'm going to show you something we did right as we opened. Let me do it this way. This will be an easier demonstration. Live. No, did we do it that way? Live. No, do I do Q&A? How did I not save that? Here we go. Just wanted to make sure we've got it up here. This is something we did. Now, okay, this was a replay, but what we did was we had a nice intro, optimized title and keywords and everything else. Then we had our actual broadcast of our Hangout, and then social sharing underneath and all that kind of stuff. So we focused a lot on the social side of things, which is great because then it gets shared everywhere on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google Plus, and everything else. And we were sharing it. We were getting everybody in here. So one thing that you'll find is if you get it shared a lot on social media, you'll also have a greater chance of ranking your page and your video and everything else. Then one thing we do, little tip, which is completely by the by of Profit Builder, if I have a video, I'll do a press release about it, get lots of high authority sites linking to that video. We use a couple of services, WebWire, EmailWire, and what have you. Live PR Submitter is another one that came out recently, is very good. All that authority going to a page ranks that page, and by association helps you with your YouTube rankings as well. Little tip. So, and again, you can do all that with Profit Builder with your layouts, as you can see here. All we did here, I'll just show you. Actually, I'm not logged in here, so what I'll do is I'll just log in real quick. And okay, it's going to put me through the exit exchange. Hey there, this is Sean, and let me shut that guy up, because I'm sure we've all heard enough from that guy. Okay, so let me just now go to live Q&A webinar. Just wanted my editor on the top, and now load that in. And all I did there, guys, was just drop in one row with the YouTube Hangout URL, and that was it. Threw in the social share block at the bottom, which is in your advanced tabs. You can see that. Again, I can turn on all the different, I could put Pinterest in there, Instagram, Tumblr, Pocket, and everything else. And again, that just becomes a very cool little setup. And again, that's all responsive and everything else. And yeah, if you want to see how it looks on the mobile, let me do that. And I'm zoomed. Let me toggle zoom out so you can zoom out. How's it look on an even smaller device? No problem. Okay. And again, even your social responsive stuff is all done. So yeah, there you go. Very, very easy stuff. Now, Tam, can you pass me a couple of questions? I'm seeing a lot of questions, and I'm not going to be able to go through them sequentially. Just toss me a couple that you're seeing there.
I want to start with just going in and building rows and showing basic stuff.
You know what? That's a great, the activation thing. Okay, let me start with that. We've had a couple of tickets from people who are saying they're having, that they're not seeing the training, or they're not sure where their serial is. There's a little bit of confusion, so I want to back up. Let me deal with that first. One thing you need to do, guys, is there were multiple products. If you purchased either the single, multi, or most people went for the professional. In fact, 97% of people went for the professional license. That's great. And then if you bought the Launchpad or the Ultimate Bundle, which were the two additional add-ons, most people activated one product. They didn't activate all of them, okay? Which means you've got access to one thing, but you're not quite sure what the heck happened to the others. And you're like, okay, where's my key? Or where's my download? It's because not all of them were activated. So let me explain this and back up a little bit. Say, for example, I'm over here right now, and you can see that we put a little notice in here, not seeing a code above. So if you don't see your code up here, it's quite likely you didn't activate your front-end product. So if you click on this little thing here, it'll take you to a licenses page. And it says, and we're going to put a video up here explaining what I'm going to tell you here. It says, don't see all your purchases here. Make sure you activate all your products. Check your email to see which network you've used to purchase. Most people used JVZoo, for example. And then click these buttons to access your link. So you'd click on here. It would take you to your customer purchases. And you can see this is a demo account. We've got lots of purchases. You need to activate each one. So, for example, I have activated Ultimate Bundle, but I also need to activate Launchpad and the professional license. That activates all three, okay? Unfortunately, with the way a lot of these payment processors, ClickBank, JVZoo, and all the other ones work, you can't just activate everything all at once. I really wish we could. So you have to go back to where you purchased from, the network JVZoo or ClickBank, so because that's where your purchase links are. And then when you click on one of these, say for example, I clicked on Ultimate Bundle here, and then click Access Your Purchase, what will happen is it will come across to our system, and it'll say, you'll get a little video that says, already signed up once. In other words, you've already signed up somewhere along the line. You've created your account. Make sure you click the existing members link in the yellow box. And again, I'll walk through it in this video, but click on this existing members, and then what happens is you click here, and then you log in with your username and password that you've already created right here. If you do that, it then connects your purchases together. In other words, if you've activated the Launchpad but you haven't activated the front end, it now connects them together. Okay, that means, oh yes, you've got this one as well, and you've got this one as well. Now there's only 3 possible products that you could have purchased. So again, you have to go and click on each one to activate it, and that is in your customer.jvzoo.com/purchases. Okay. Now, it's the same thing if you purchased through ClickBank. If you click on this wee button here, and if you check your emails, like, oh well, yes, I did order through ClickBank, you'll see either a receipt from JVZoo or a receipt from ClickBank. If it's ClickBank, it'll have an 8-digit transaction ID. All you do is click on this button. You put in your 8-digit transaction ID here, and then your email address. So for example, for this one, and I'm just going to show you as a quick demo. So say for example, that was my purchase, and I can't copy and paste it for whatever reason, RPLQQ7ME. Okay, just wanted to type that out while I could see it. And then whatever my email was, which was test user, copy and paste that one, go figure. And then what happens is it'll pull up your order, and it'll show you, here's all of your products that you ordered. Profit Professional License, Ultimate Bundle, Profit Launchpad. Great, I've got all of them. Click on the download link. It creates, this will do the same thing. It'll go over to, can everyone hear me okay? So my wife was prompting me for a sound check. Can you hear me okay? Can I get just a quick sound check, 5 by 5 or what have you? Yep, all good. Okay, cool. Some people drop out. I mean, we're broadcasting. We've got a lot of people here right now. And, you know, depending on your internet connection, we're broadcasting at a very high speed, but sometimes GoToWebinar is a little funny. So again, you can click on each one of these. If you go view details of each one, it'll give you the download link for each one, and it'll do exactly the same thing. It'll take you to the sign up page, click on existing user, activate it. You're all good. You know how many products you purchased. Just make sure that when you go to the licenses page, which is, you'll find it up here and here, it'll tell you which products you've ordered. And as you can see, for example, I've got the professional license, which has given me 50 keys. Okay. One thing I'll note, that if you buy the professional, you have unlimited keys. You just have to use all 50 first and then request more from our members area. You have to go to our customer service panel, request more. We've had people do some naughty things in the past when we've given unlimited licenses right up front. So again, we've got to be a little careful. So yeah, you use up your 50 first, and then we'll just keep adding more to your account as you need them, just as a clarification thing. So we are going to put up a little video up here tomorrow that, again, kind of explains just what I just talked about. But that's the way. If you're not seeing all of those little pieces in your members area and you're like, oh, I can't access the training, or something's not quite right, I know I ordered this product, you will get that. The other thing that we did, which again is just a kind of side note to this, if I go to WP Profit Builder members, I have to remember the URL myself, wrong, there we go, wrong membership. If you click on a product you know you've purchased and you don't have access, like say Launchpad or Ultimate Bundle, it'll take you to this wrong membership page. Again, I walk you through the same thing in this video. Already bought this product, find your purchase links here, boom, boom, boom. If you don't, you can upgrade, and we'll go through all that. Now, some people were asking what the upgrades were, the additional add-ons. Does anyone actually want to know what those were? Would you like me to show you real quick what the additional add-ons were? I'm thinking there's a few People were asking that. Yep, okay. Perfect. Okay, well, let's do that real quick. Now, there's a couple of things, and let me go back to the Launchpad. The Launchpad is a very, very cool system. One thing that I'm very keen on is making sure I streamline everything. And I mean everything. So what I did is I built a highly optimized authority blog setup. And basically, I wrapped it up in a nice little bundle for you. So let me showcase what this can actually do. So for example, if you want to go find you want to create a new blog or a new authority blog or a niche site or something like that, you can come over here. There's like 4 steps, okay? 2 of them you can skip. For example, if I wanted to create a site about acne, I could type in the word acne, and I've got a very powerful domain finder that I built that allows me to determine the rankability of any keyword. So for example, if I went acne, let's say acne, let's do this, natural acne cure. It's very specific. And I hit enter, and it goes and finds me domains that will rank. It finds .com, .org, .net, .infos, and it finds all different variants. So for example, naturalacnecure.org has a 99% rankability according to my algorithm. It's a .org, keyword count 3, very laser focused. And if you want to order it, it'll go through it. Now, these are all brand new domains. They're age domains. But in the training, we talk about finding age domains and a couple of really cool tactics and resources that I use. So that's if you want to find a domain. Next is if you want to set up your host, how you set it up, basically. The really cool part is actually setting up the actual site, because we have a site installer. All you do is put in your name, your FTP information, your SQL information, you fill out a couple of forms, and literally you can build an entire high authority website in minutes. I mean, it's already optimized for SEO, it's optimized for ranking, caching, speed, you name it, it's set up in here. And it's set up with a high authority blog front end, lead capture, it's already set up for advertising. I mean, it's amazing. It's like I've sat next to you and built with you an entire site that I use and I will rank for every single day. And I'm basically walking you through that, but I'm doing it basically for you. And then if you want to customize it, the last step is a customization. I'm showing you, okay, here's your base setup. Now go make it your own. And I show you how to change the logos, how to change all the advertising, how to control the widgets, how to use. This is basically getting the most out of the theme. Very, very powerful indeed. Now the ultimate bundle, well, this gets a little scary, okay? The ultimate bundle is a ton of my best products. It includes some very, very powerful extensions for Profit Builder, including, okay, let me just go through these real quick. Photo Ninja. Now, we built Profit Builder to have an incredible extensions library. We can build anything else, bolt it right in to Profit Builder. For example, Photo Ninja allows you to tap into 20 or 250,000 high quality royalty-free images at zero cost. And it's a plugin, it just adds an extra element, which again, you just type in a search box. And I might showcase this in a few minutes. I think I've got it installed on my test site. The other one is Instant ASON. This allows you to create very, very powerful one-click Amazon stores, and they're literally one-click, one-page micro stores. It's beautiful what this can do. I love it. In fact, and the other one is the marketing graphics pack. We've got like megabyte, many hundreds of marketing enhancement graphics that you can literally just one-click, boom, done. That's great. We also have Rapid Mailer, which is another one of our flagship products. Is basically an autoresponder for WordPress. It's very, very powerful. It's up to this point, it was our most popular product. Now, Profit Builder has now doubled in sales volume. Just to give you an idea, guys, Rapid Mailer was our best launch ever. Okay, Profit Builder has met and surpassed that in 2 days. That was a 14-day open cart. It's still selling now, but it's again, at that time, within the launch period of 2 weeks, yeah, we've doubled that in 3 days. We also have Backlink Commander, which is one of our really cool little ranking tools. We've got PingFresh, which is another one of our traffic and ranking tools. Magnet, lead generation, and lead generation. So we've got a whole ton of stuff in here. There's literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of stuff. And if you bought that, if you buy this, it was only $97. It's a no-brainer. If you want to get the link, does anyone want the links to these just out of curiosity? Oh, someone's asking for a demo. Let's do a demo real quick. Let me see. I think I've got it on deploy, and I'll show you a quick Amazon test. I think this Amazon test, this is one of my test sites where we beta test everything. But again, that was just created in seconds. In fact, what I'm going to do, let me go over here. Yeah, you have to install, well, actually, here's what it does. If you install these plugins before Profit Builder, it'll tell you, hold on, install Profit Builder first, what you're doing. So that's something we put in there so you didn't have a problem. But it does say, hey, I need this first. So that's, again, we try and do a lot of kind of cool stuff like that.
Can you still get the OTOs?
Yes, you can still get the OTOs. Who would like the links to those? Just I'll post those in a second. Let me just show you all the bits and pieces first, and then I'll give you links to those because a couple of people are asking for that. So what I'll do is here is I'll go over to, actually, let me go to pages and go over here. Okay, bear with me a second. Load the loader. Okay, so someone give me a keyword, something they might sell on Amazon, or that you might be interested in selling on Amazon or putting on your site. Let's see. I can't even pronounce that, Julie. Skateboard. That's an interesting one. Okay. Skateboard. Let's have a look. Takes just a few seconds. Boom. There's an infinite number of skateboards. Again, all done in a second. And you can set how many you want. Maybe I only want 8. I want to put them on the bottom of a page where I'm talking about skateboards. So I've got all the best skateboards. I can order them by, let's see, price high to low. Let's put the most expensive ones right at the top. Boom, done. And then you can change all of the colors, the settings, if you want to increase the size of the prices. And again, someone who's saying, you know, when I read that about, oh, the Profit Builder is not responsive, I just wanted to kind of show you, yeah, we are all the way responsive. Okay, we focus a lot on responsiveness. So yes, just to show you there as well. There you go. So lots and lots of cool stuff there. But let's also add in some of the other stuff that we talked about. Let me check here. Marketing graphics. So let's throw in, for example, I'll select an image. Maybe I want a 100% money back guarantee, or let's say dollar values. Okay, $397 value. Well, that one. Let's choose that. Boom, done. Inserted. You can put it wherever you want. Insert it in different areas, blocks. And there's literally got tons of these. Section headers. Let's see. Okay, we'll add that in there instead. Here's exactly what you get. Just all sorts of great marketing elements. But let's now take it to the Photo Ninja. Okay, let me quickly add a new row. And I'm going to add 3 columns, and I'm going to drag that up. Okay, so someone give me, we're going to take 3 keywords. Let's see, give me a keyword, guys. Give me something for a picture, okay? And keep it clean. Okay, keychain. Okay, helmets. Okay, this is for products. Sorry, not for products, but keyword for a photo. Okay, coffee maker. Let's do a search for coffee. Okay, so I'll do a search for coffee. I think I installed a key in this one. I did this as a live demo, and then I realized I didn't have my API key in here. No, okay. Let me try. Okay, someone suggested Mustang. Let's try that. Actually, it's not finding. Okay, Mustang. I hit the wrong button. I need to hit search, not save content, because I'm a Wally. Okay, so there's a Mustang. Perfect. Let's add that. Okay, let's try coffee then. Again, I'll just create a Photo Ninja advanced. Okay, and then let's do a search for coffee. Surely we have lots and lots of coffee pictures. There we go. Done deal. So again, we're getting all this really high quality studio stuff. Weight loss. Skateboard keychain. Okay, exotic. Okay, this is for photos, so let's see what we can pick here. Let me try, someone mentioned terrier. I like that, terrier. Okay, maybe search for German Shepherds in a minute. There we go. That looks like my old dog Gizzy that used to love biting my feet. Okay, so there you go. So again, boom, done. Now, again, is this mobile? You bet your butt it is. Let's do it again. So there you go. All mobile. All the way, all day. All good. So there you go. Very, very powerful stuff. And again, you can see there's lots and lots of applications. Now, someone's asking about IonCube. You no longer have to worry about IonCube. We're not using IonCube, okay? So if you have a question or concern about IonCube, download the latest version, 1.1.3 currently. We are going to be releasing 1.1.4 tomorrow, but you can download the latest version now. As it stands, no IonCube problems. Don't even have to worry about it. So there you go. Do you need to delete the current version? You can. It should automatically say, oh, you don't have Ion. If you've got an older version, one of the first versions released, and say, oh, you need IonCube, just go into your plugins, delete, deactivate and delete, and then install the new version. You should be good. And I mean, it does auto update. You can check for updates. It will load the newest version and wipe out your old version. Any pages you create, by the way, are protected. You don't have any problems with it. Now, someone's asking, are these pictures royalty free? Yes, they come from a site called Pixabay, and they are all free to use without link attribution, unlike Flickr and many other places. Just to show you guys, again, Pixabay, and it has an API which we hook into. You have to create an account, and we go through this in the training for Photo Ninja, but you can sign up and then you get a API key, and it allows you, and you can see just here, finding free images of high quality is tedious task due to copyright issues, attribution requirements, or simple lack of quality. This inspired us to create Pixabay, a repository for stunning public domain pictures, your source for free vectors, free drawings, and free photos. You can use any Pixabay image without attribution in digital or printed form, even for commercial applications. We found that and we thought that was absolutely amazing. So we built a wrapper for it and gave you that as part of the extension for that. So again, just even that is amazing. Let's see. Actually, someone said that we recommend that you don't use Pixabay. It's banning WP plugins that are using Pixabay API. Actually, we have spoken with Pixabay, and they're fine. We told them exactly what we're doing, and we're having no problems at all. So just to give you a heads up, we have actually spoken with Pixabay before we even created this. And we're using, here's what happened. A lot of people were scraping Pixabay. We don't do that. We do it via your personal API. You have your own API application. We show you how to set all that up. We actually check with them how to use this and everything else, and we made sure it was very, very cool. They actually looked at what we were doing and said, that's wonderful, love it, go right ahead. It's, again, you just have to be, you have to basically do it the way we told you to, that's all. So again, a lot of people, that's a great point there, Greg, and I appreciate you bringing that up, so no problem. Okay, let's see. What, we've got so many other questions here. I'm going to try and get to as many of the most common ones as possible. What was the other one? Okay, I've shown you all the extensions. Rapid Mailer, someone's asking about that. I really want to keep it focused on Profit Builder, but I'll just show you imsemail.com just to give you a quick. I'll just give you a quick screeny of this. This is a place where we demo Rapid Mailer. It's a very, very powerful product. Let's see. I'm just waiting for it to log in. So here's Rapid Mailer. This is kind of our live spy. It has a dashboard. Tells you all your stats, what's going on, where, how, why, where, and when. Tells you what's open, what's closed, your bounce rates. It tracks clicks, tracks subscriptions, unsubscribes. You can even literally live spy, where I can actually look on as people are clicking, where they're clicking in the world and all sorts. It's a very, very powerful autoresponder system. And a lot of people use it as a replacement for the monthly fees, because they can broadcast using Amazon SES, SendGrid, Mandrill, and again, this is not a pitch for this, but again, if you've got we've got full training, a full website with everything on how to set this up, how powerful it is. If you go to imserapidmailer.com, if you want to learn a little more about it, it goes into a lot more depth than I really should go into here. Okay, Tam, find me another couple of questions, because otherwise I'll go off on so many tangents, and I want to keep focused here, because you know what I'm like. See how I work that, guys? I admitted my fault. See, there you go. That's how you keep a happy wife.
Give everybody the OTO links.
Okay, OTO links. Okay, I'm going to put them in the chat box. If you have not got them and you would like them, they are no-brainers. I'll be quite honest. I'm going to give you, let's see, check Launchpad, and I'll give you this one. I'm going to strip off any tags. I'm going to put this in the live chat. This is for the live site builder right there. And again, that's only $67, which when you consider when I used to build websites for people and clients, which was a long time ago, I used to charge $5,000 to $10,000 a time. Okay, that's the first one. That's the Launchpad. The next one is the Ultimate Bundle, which, like I say, includes some of my best traffic, conversions, list management, list building, SEO tools, and the whole shebang, plus those great extensions that you're seeing here. That's in the Ultimate Bundle. And honestly, the Amazon one is worth $100 by itself. So basically, you're buying that, you're getting the rest absolutely free. It's the way I see it. That's that second link in the chat box of GoToWebinar. And that's, so just for those who want, wpprofitbuilder.com/check/launchpad. And then if you want the other one, Ultimate, okay? Again, this is not a pitch. People are asking, I'm giving questions. I hate to, I said right at the beginning, I'm not pitching. I really don't want to be pitching anything here. This is all content. I just want to help people get their stuff. So, okay, cool. What we'll do now then is find me another question, and let's tackle some more. By the way, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to try and keep this to about 90 minutes. If we go over, we go over, but I do want to try and answer as many questions as possible. Okay.
Okay. Why don't you show them how to jump in and like load a page, save a template?
Would you like your free gift?
Yeah. What free gift?
Oh, I got a free gift for everyone tonight.
Oh, okay.
Let me do that. I'm going to show you how to import a template.
Good.
I'm going to show you how to deploy it, and then how to modify it. Okay, so let's kind of tackle it from scratch. So, okay, let's create a new page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here, and then we'll go to, now I forgot on this one, I added a couple of little things. So let me go over here. Okay, I'm going to go add, okay, let's change this page. We were going to do. So we're going to call this really cool opt-in demo, okay? Because funnily enough, it's going to be a really cool opt-in demo. Let's do what it says on the tin. So I'm going to create this. I'm going to turn off the header, the breadcrumbs, the menu, and everything else. I'm basically going to give myself a blank page, which is very cool. Now, one of the other things that I didn't really mention that much in the training is that you can easily put in background images, embed background videos, but you can also retarget. One thing we've done with this launch, for example, and again, if you're part of the inner circle, I cover about, I literally break down how we, okay, I'm going to be honest, guys, we did $250,000 in 48 hours, okay? But I'm going to we break down how we did it. If you really want to learn marketing, be a part of the inner circle. There's links for that that go into it in a little more detail on the WP Profit Builder site. Again, I don't want to pitch here, but do check that out. If you're a member of the inner circle, we actually reverse engineer what we did to make this launch so damn cool. But one of the things we do a lot of is retargeting. We buy a lot of traffic through Facebook and many other different systems. And again, every page can have its own custom retargeting code. Very, very cool feature. I didn't mention much of it, so I'm just mentioning it now. But let me just put that in here. And what I'm going to do is, while I'm doing this, I'm going to launch the editor. I'm going to put, and if you hear my dog in the background, I do apologize. He is outside telling everyone off, and he's doing it right outside the office window. But what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to quickly publish this in a cloud link so everyone can download the bonus right now, the special thing I was doing here this evening. Let me just, now I just got to find this on my desktop. It's right here. It's called Super Simple Opt-in. Can I zoom in?
I don't know whether you can get closer.
Can I zoom in a little bit? I'm not sure that I can. I can zoom in on my browser maybe. Let me see. You know what? I really shouldn't, because that's going to blow up some of the viewer and the templates. I was thinking, can I do that easily? Probably should not. So because I'm broadcasting in well, excuse me. And as you can tell, I work from home, and this is 100% a live broadcast as people are trying to. What the hell was that, baby?
Probably trying to sell us something.
Okay, so yeah. Yes, I work from home, and I have 2 dogs, as you can maybe guess, who don't understand the concept of live broadcast. Furry butt, shut it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good having an early warning system. Yes, I have 2 German Shepherds. Well, one German Shepherd, and we don't know what the rest of it is. But she's a doll. She's an early warning system. She makes Scooby-Doo look like John Rambo, though.
Let everybody know again, we are recording.
Oh, yes, and we are recording. And that part won't be edited out because, hey, it just goes to show we are live. So anyway, I'm going to import a template. So you can see that it just pops open an editor. And then I'm going to use this is a template that we prepared. And again, all built in Profit Builder. You just click, drag, and then click Start Upload. Very, very quick, very easy, and now it's installed. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to give you a link to it. Now I'm going to do this here. And again, I'm going to put that right in the chat box. That should work without problems. Please click that link and tell me if it downloads for you, okay? I just want to make sure that we've got people who say, yep, that downloads and that link works. Okay, perfect. Okay, let me show you actually deploying it. So I'm going to click Load Page, and then I'm going to click Load Template, and then at the very bottom of my list is this new one, Super Simple Opt-in Page Legend. And it is legendary. Very, very simple. Boom, that's it. It's a ultra brain dead simple 2-step opt-in. It's got a pre-headline, a headline. Click the button below to download the cheat sheet now. And again, I could do that with just a simple PDF or something like this. I did this with solo mails, and it converted like wildfire. I've done this with paid traffic, converted like wildfire. And if you click on it, very simple. We don't deal with pop-ups or any of that other crap that just gets in the way or is now being blocked by all the pop-up blockers out there. They're learning how to handle, like, I'll be quite honest, a lot of lead page style pop-ups and double opt-ins and all that kind of stuff. We do it right live, right in here. Why distract them with another pop-up, which kind of is rude? We just do it, boom, okay, here you go, download the cheat sheet, put your email in, it's on its way. It's as simple as that. To me, I've split tested this converts far, far better. Go ahead, Tam, what were you going to say, honey?
Some of the people can't see the links on an iPad, but, I mean...
They can't see the links?
They're watching this on an iPad, so they can't see the links you just posted.
Okay, what I will do, guys, and that's a very, very valid point because the GoToWebinar on the iPad doesn't show that. So what I will do, guys, is in the replay, because the link I just posted was a CloudFront link and is a very long link. I will post these links under the replay for everyone, okay? So just to try and make it easier, because honestly, the one I just posted, you don't want to try and type. And I'm going to sneeze, so hold on a second. Oh, I hate this. I've been having this cough and a cold for like 2 weeks. I was feeling like death warmed up right before the launch of Profit Builder, so you'll probably hear it in the training in my voice. It's horrible. So excuse me. Hopefully that will abate. But there you go. I'm going to give you that. This is yours. You've got it right now. That's how you load a template. And you can see I've got many, many others in here. Let me load in another one, for example. And it's thinking about it. Okay, let's load in the sales page. This sales page, for example, again, just to give you full disclaimer and disclosure, my sales page for WP Profit Builder is based on this very theme. Now, we added to it, we customized it a little bit. The core of it was this, and it made us $250,000 in 48 hours. Okay, I just want to reiterate how much I'm giving you as part of this system, okay? This is the page that everyone was copying. When I first came out with this for Rapid Mailer, everyone was copying what I was doing because they saw that we did with Rapid Mailer, that was almost a $500,000 launch in 14 days, okay? Everyone started copying my layout because they saw how much money we did. And then everyone was using it, making us a metric ton of money. Well, we've taken it to the next level. I'm giving you basically the exact layout I use, and here's why. Because it's been so successful for me. So again, you can take this, customize it to suit your needs, and you're good to go, whatever you want to do. Now, again, when you're doing these kind of pages, if you want to tweak them, tweak them. If you want to make them look different on your mobile devices, then go ahead. The cool thing is you don't need to be a coder. You don't need to be a master of design. You just drag and drop and start rocking. You can copy and paste these elements between pages, combo them in any way, and you're sure to be good to go. For example, if I'm going in here, I want to change the call to action on this button, no problem. I'll go in here, I'll change the text. Maybe I want to make this 97, no problem, okay? If I want to go in here, this is a title. What do I want to do? Okay, well, I can open it up in the editor. So why are so many marketers using the blue widget? Because that's what I'm selling now. Okay, great. Well, let's change that. Let's make it blue. Okay, boom, done. Let's italicize it and bold it. Okay, so now I'm changing it, and I can change it to suit my own needs. If I don't like that, well, I can play around with it. If I want to drop in, say, a video, let me do that. I'll just show all these elements on the side. You've got a choice of everything. So there's a video. Grab it, drop it where I want it, drop it like it's hot, and there you go. Very easy, very powerful. I can change that from YouTube to my own streaming MP4 or embed code from EVP or EVS. And again, it's very, very powerful and very, very simple. So you've got a lot of different options. That's the cool thing. Now, Tam, give me, while I try and undiscreetly blow my nose for a second, give me another question here.
How about some general, did you already do the loading of the template? Where do you load templates?
There's a couple of ways you can do it. You can import a template right here and drag and drop, or from the back end, what you can do, you go to Profit Builder. And this is a really cool, again, we have a full template management system in here where you can deploy from the cloud. And as we're adding new templates, they will appear here. And you can see that we've got quite a few here. I'm going to just click, for example, that one. I like that squeeze page. It's one of my favorites. Again, I just click the install button. It installs in seconds. No messing around with downloads. No faffing around trying to set something up on someone else's website and then half-assedly deploy it on your own website because their system doesn't work right, or it's got a new glitch, or they've completely changed the way everything works and broke all your pages. Mentioning no names. I've had that happen a lot recently. So we basically just made it dead simple. Just click, boom, done. For example, here's a Teespring one that Teespring's very hot right now. We decided, okay, let's do a Teespring one. We also did, someone was saying, oh, can we do an Amazon or an affiliate review page? Yeah, no problem, done. Literally, you just see, you can find something that's close to what you want, then install it, and then customize it. We even did, I was selling a domain. So I just decided to create a domain for sale one and sell a domain. I put it on Flipper, sold the domain, it was all good.
Explain Launchpad. They do the same thing. So.
Launchpad is not the same. Launchpad builds an entire website. Literally, just to kind of distinguish, Profit Builder is a plugin that bolts onto any website that you've got currently. Okay. The theme, Profit Builder plugin can work on any website with an existing theme. The theme is an optional theme, which you can then combine the two, and you've got ultimate power. In fact, the WP Profit Builder members area, the sales site, everything was done with a combination of Profit Builder and the Profit Builder theme. Launchpad basically does everything from scratch. It will install WordPress with all of the plugins, Profit Builder and the Profit Builder theme, pre-installed and configured, along with caching plugins, SEO plugins, all of my favorite plugins that are free to use, and it's literally builds an authority site for you. Now you take that entire site, customize it, and do whatever you want with it. So it basically is as if you were just creating an entire site from scratch, and it does it all for you, automatically deploys it, and then you go customize it. So it's kind of like all done for you as much as humanly possible. That's the delineation, okay? The Launchpad does everything at once. It builds an entire website from scratch. With the front end, you can deploy it on an existing website. You've got all those separate elements, if that makes more sense. Hopefully that, I can't explain it I don't think any more.
It basically takes Profit Builder, installs WordPress, installs Profit Builder, and installs the themes for you.
Yeah, and
it does it all in one shot.
Well, it doesn't install it installs the theme. Yeah. You still choose which marketing layout you want, but besides that, it also builds all of the. In fact, let me just show you. I'm going to show you the back end. I can't show you the front end. Let me just see if I can find it. Sites, blog. I can only show you some of the stuff that we put in the back end, because the front end, because it's a part of our deployment system, is not visible. So just to show you, this is an example of it here. We set up our site duplication system, site cloner, WordPress SEO, related posts, and all sorts of flyout stuff, sliders, punch fonts, WP insert, our backup system, and there's lots and lots of other stuff in here that Jetpack. In fact, there's been a few updates, so I need to push out an update, but we have our all-around slider, better RSS widgets. Literally, it's all pre-configured for everything, and it's literally everything you could want in one system, all done for you. We've got security in here with WordFence set up the way I want it, W3 Total Cache the way I want it. It's basically the framework I use for almost my most popular sites. And so it does all of this for you. There's no faffing around. It's all pre-configured. Boom, here's a brand new website. Now go customize it. And it's literally as simple as that. Very, very powerful setup. And again, all you do is fill in a few details and it builds the rest of the site for you. Okay, so with that being said, okay, let's see. Give me another question, Tam. And I'll just close a couple of windows here. Okay.
Want to cover multi-site?
Multi-site. Okay, that's a little tricky one because I haven't got a multi-site set up, but this does work on multi-site. Both the theme and the plugin are designed to work on multi-site. Now, one thing I do a lot of is I set up huge networks with WordPress multi-site, and it's very cool, especially if you're doing a lot of PBN stuff, which is what we do. And we use WordPress MU for a lot of that, which is very, very cool. We create basically our own WordPress.coms. And yes, this does work perfectly with WordPress MU. All you have to do is network activate your plugin and your theme, and you're good to go. Now, the cool thing is, one word of caution, depending on your licenses, okay? If you set up your MU environment to use subdomains, each one of those subdomains is treated as a separate URL. If you're using the folder approach, so it's like your domain / site one, that's fine. That's considered one domain. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, you can get yourself in trouble real fast with all your APIs and everything else. You have to do them individually. So there you go. Okay, give me another one.
How do you make the video smaller or larger?
Very cool, very easy. Right now we have it set to be responsive, and I advise you to do that where you can. The reason being is you want to be responsive. If someone's using a smaller screen, you can lock it. For example, I could go 850 by 478, and it locks it down and that. The only problem is that when you go, if I toggle the controls right now, and then go like that, it breaks the response. Well, actually, I need to go preview a page. Let me correct myself there. Let me turn that off. So save the page, preview the page. If I show you this, where this particular element is, excuse the AC/DC riffs. So say, for example, that's my button right now. If I try and reduce the size, you can see everything else becomes responsive, but that does not, because we've locked in the size. So the best way to do it is by limiting the actual element or the row. Here's another way to do it that is, to my mind, is probably going to be the easiest way for you guys to do it. Now, we use a lot of responsive code. We do a lot of embeds, for example, with Easy Video Suite and Simple Video Pro. And I could go, say, for example, I could grab an element with, say, a thin side and then one in the middle. So I do that. If I want to keep it responsive, I could come down here, drop that in, and I could drop the video being responsive right in the middle. So if I come to content, video, that keeps it small. But again, when I go, and I'll just preview page, I had to save it first. But this is a way you can get the best of both worlds. Let me shut that up. So now you see it's a much smaller video. And again, you can choose all the different rows, but you can see it's still responsive. At a certain stage, it becomes full screen again. So that way you keep all of the responsiveness of the system. That makes it so much more exponentially powerful that it just makes your life easier, okay? So you can do all sorts of different things just like that based on however big you want it to be. Now, again, if I come back over here, that was one. Let me take the really, really thin one, which is this one. Just again, comparative sizing. So I could take that, and then I'll duplicate this row. This is really cool. Duplicate an item. Now I'll drag it wherever I want it. There we go. So again, now I've got a bigger video. You've got size. You've got a choice. Do I want small? Do I want bigger? Or do I want full screen? Or what have you? So again, all of these now become responsive. Makes life a lot easier. And again, you can do that with Vimeo videos and all the other really cool ones as well. So there you go. That's that. Okay. Another question, honey.
How about opt-in forms?
Opt-in forms. What specifically about opt-in forms? Just doing one?
How to put one in.
Okay, very simple. Okay.
Like adding your code. And,
trying to think of a good. I've got plenty of. I'm just trying to think what's the best example to give. So what I'll do is I'm going to load that simple opt-in that we just did. So there's the legend one. Okay, grab that. So say, for example, I wanted to change this opt-in. Okay, what I'm going to do is on my other screen, I'm just going to grab some base opt-in code from somewhere. So bear with me. I'm just going to grab. Actually, I was approached by the CEO of SendReach the other day, who wanted to integrate this, which I was very flattered with. They wanted to make sure that we integrated with them. So we can add SendReach now to our caps and that's very cool. I'm going to say, now what I'm doing is on one of my other monitors, I'm just quickly grabbing some code. And so say, for example, and I'm going to do that over here. Say, for example, this is my Aweber code, okay? And I'm just going to go literally copy that. You want to go to, I will install my form. You want to get the raw HTML because, again, that's what we process. It makes life so much easier than every other API restriction. Why? Here's a reason why. With a lot of the API installations, they force you to go through, your confirmation, and they force you to send a confirmation. That's crap to me. So what we do is we just stick with form integration. You just paste your code in, it processes, it delineates all your form code, the methods, your form fields. You can now select whether you want to show, for example, the name field or not. So if I went that way, yeah, no problem. There's the name field, boom, 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 done. In this case, I don't want the name. I actually generally don't ask for the name anymore. I used to all the time. Just going between whether you go name or no name. Honestly, I found that I have had a much greater sign-up ratio and a very minimal drop-off in clicks. So in mathematical terms, I'd much rather have the sign-ups and engage directly without using a name. And it actually worked out much, much better. Now, we've done this, again, split test for years on this. And it's just worked out so much better. So very rarely, especially when I'm doing paid traffic, you want to minimize the barriers to entry. This is one of the reasons two-step opt-ins work so well. It's called micro commitments. You see, there's nothing stopping me clicking this download link. The only thing is, yeah, okay, I've now committed to a positive action to get what I want. So I've kind of sealed in my own desire by action. Now I can put this in, and I'll put an email in, and I'm good to go. Okay, fine. Micro commitments work very, very well. So again, it's automatically assigned my email field. What style do I want, vertical or otherwise? If you want to enable the two-step, all you do is come down here, click two-step, and again, you just have what's the lead-in text and your actual button text, and that's it. Again, you can just decide what kind of element you want to put in there. For example, with this one, let me just close this. And again, you can control everything from the button size, the texts, the styles. I mean, just to show you real quick, if you don't like this blue button, no problem. Let's have a look at the button type. Now I'm going to change it to a CSS3 style. So there's another one, and I could say, okay, let me now go 3D. I'll put a bright orange 3D button there, or what have you. Or if I change my mind, you know what, I'm going to go back to custom text. Yeah, no problem, done deal, whatever you like. Now, someone's saying about size. Well, again, this is all responsive. So let me just take it down to iPad, and let me take it down to mobile, and you're good to go. So again, you can change it that way if you wanted to. This is in a kind of narrow left and right. If you want to take it down even narrower, you could do this. And again, I could take this, quickly drop it here, drop it here. And again, I might want to change some of my elements if I wanted to. And again, I'll take that down here. And there's a little doohickey up here. Actually, put that there. They say I don't like the way that now stacks. So what I'll do is I'll take that. I'll take that row. I'll add a little bit of padding on top. Okay. Actually, a bit too much. Okay, that's cool. I don't like the way that stacks. You see the way that broke there for most screens. So I'll take that down. Maybe just slide that down a little bitty.
Can you put a background behind it?
Oh, absolutely. You want? Can you put a background on these? I'm going to show you how to go super sexy. But you can see how quickly I narrowed that down. Again, focus the content, focus the eyes. No problem at all. You just tweak it as you see fit. But let's go super sexy. because I'm all about sexy. Okay, let's see. Squeeze page basic. Let me do that. I'm going to show you how to really customize something. So this is one where you could have a really gorgeous background. Here's the thing though, I'm not doing that. Okay, I just put this basic one in. Okay, what we do is we go to basically a stock photography place, one of the ones I use, and we cover this in the training. If you're looking at the lead pages training, we cover that in a lot of detail. But let me just think. One of the examples we used was a forest. So let me just go city. And let me see if I can find a good horizontal one. Basically, what I like to do is I like to find something that just is visually appealing. It might not even be relevant to the topic at hand. I mean, one example I use is a babe on a beach. Again, even if it's not even relevant to the subject, sometimes that'll get more opens than anything else, like this one. This one actually catches my eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this. I want it to be bigger than HD, which is 1920 by 1080. Let me show you this real quick. Again, you could do this in any, you can even use this as a background. But let's just create a new element, 1920 by 1080. So you want to keep it kind of normal screen aspect ratio. And again, that's opened up in another window over here. So I'm just going to copy and paste this in. I'm going to resize it. And you can do this in PaintShop Pro, GIMP, or anything. You don't have, I'm using Photoshop. That's just because, you know, honestly, that's what I've got open.
And you can put a video on a background on a landing page too. You can put them all over the place.
Oh, yeah. I'll show you some AC/DC in a minute. The question was, oh, yeah, you can do video backgrounds. Absolutely. We don't mess around. Okay, you've seen how I use it. That's really what we designed it for. We designed it for ourselves more than anything else. So I'll just go BG demo. So I've just created that. And I like this focus in the middle because that just gets your eye and it draws you into the center, which is what appealed to me about that. But if I come in here now, what I'll do is I'll go to edit page. Actually, let me just make sure I've saved this. And I'll edit page. And again, this is a two-step opt-in layout. I'll come down here, and then I want to assign an image. I'll select the image, and I'll drag and drop. And if I can find out where the heck I put it on my desktop, there we go. And let that upload. Again, you want to keep it kind of low res. You don't want to have it too big. So one thing I did there is I saved it as a JPEG. Don't save it as a PNG because it just slows down the load. I'll click insert there. You can see that's inserted it. Click update. And then I'll open this in a new page. And boom. There we go. Now I can fine tune it and I can adjust my margin. I can put my own logo in here. You see these blocks here? If they're empty, they don't show. So there you go. Again, that's just a quick highlight of that. And again, for anyone who's wondering about responsiveness, absolutely, whatever you want. Done deal, however you like it. All good. So yeah, and again, that's a two-step opt-in as well. Because we do things sexy. That's why. Okay, so let's actually do a video background. So the one example I always use, again, if you're not an AC/DC fan, well, brace yourself. I always use this one for a demo just because it's one that I always have up. And so I can do, instead of that, I can do HTML5 video. I want the ID, so I just strip off everything else. I just need that ID on the end. I can mute the video, loop it, and I'm good to go. Now, again, save that. By the way, little lead generation tip. One thing I do with a lot of my squeeze pages, I have an exit to another squeeze page with a slightly different offer. So if my initial offer does not appeal to the person I'm targeting and they might be tempted by another offer, I dramatically increase my signups by doing an exit page. And I retarget. So if I have someone going to one of my pages, I will retarget them so they start seeing my offers everywhere. That way I maximize the reach of every customer. Little ninja tip. You'll find I always drop out these little ninja tips, so it's all cool. So, okay, if I leave this page, I'm just going to make sure I save that. Okay, just want to make sure that. I'm in Chrome right now. But actually, I'm switching. I've got Chrome, and I've got Firefox, and I've got all sorts of other stuff. Oh, you know what? I picked the wrong one. I'm sorry. Video embed, not HTML5. HTML5 is you're putting in your MP4s. So, okay, just wait for that to save. And then let's refresh this. And yeah, if you want videos in the background, no problem at all. He says as he waits for the site to load. Don't do this on a live broadcast. Oh, it's because I'm loading the editor. So I stopped it loading there for a second. Let me do this. Okay, let me preview the page, and then I'll edit the page over here. So what happens? There you go. Now, obviously, I would have to adjust the margins because it's a narrow video. But yeah, you can do video backgrounds, no problem at all. I'd have to now put the margins of this up and the margins of this down, which I'll do right over here. So say, for example, this row here, I can now, let's see, top padding 200. Let me put another, say, 600 down here. And okay, that's a little too much bottom padding. Oh, that's because I did it on one row. Okay, let me just adjust that. Okay, so close that. So that's that. Let me adjust this row and its lower padding, and let's put in 400.
There's a copyright thing there. You can take that off.
Oh yeah, I had a copyright row. This, yeah, you don't have to use that. Gone. Done in a heartbeat. I just put that in there. A lot of people like to put that in there, or privacy notice. But yeah, you want a little AC/DC? You got a little AC/DC. Why not? So a little Thunderstruck. And sorry, yeah, my wife was saying, can you remove the copyright notice on? You can remove, change, or tweak any element on this that you like.
What about a piece of Flash or an animated GIF?
Absolutely.
I would suggest
Don't use Flash if you want to go mobile. The question was, can you insert Flash or animated GIFs? Animated GIFs, absolutely. Just be aware of your background. If it's a transparent GIF, honestly, GIFs are not very high quality. So if it's square and it doesn't have transparencies and you're not caring what's behind it, absolutely, yes, you can. Again, just from a general design point, I try and avoid them. They look dated, they look unprofessional, and you always want to kind of set yourself aside from everyone else. In terms of Flash, just remember, all Apple devices don't support Flash. You don't want to alienate your users. So use HTML5. If you want animations, I got something super sexy for you. Watch this. Click on, every element has an animation element. So you want to see, again, let's rotate in. Watch this. Again, you can do Flash style animations. Not that you would do that, but again, you can have all sorts of animations happen as your page loads. So yeah, no problem at all. You can do absolutely anything you want. So anyway, you know what? I'm going to turn off AC/DC because that's probably crushing the frame rate here as we're broadcasting. But you get the idea. I wanted to really highlight. But yeah, you can do absolutely anything you want and have a lot of fun doing it. That's the whole thing with Profit Builders. We try and make it so you can do whatever the heck you like. Go ahead, Tam. What was the next question?
Can you just cover like basic rows, colors, background borders? What's the other thing? Padding.
Sure. This is kind of basic design stuff. Let's build a page from scratch. Okay. So what we'll do is I'm going to update this, and I'm going to go back in here. What we do is when we're thinking about the page, we kind of try and anticipate things in advance of how we're going to build up a page. So what I'm going to do is let's assume that we're building like a squeeze page from scratch here. Okay. So I'm going to take out this element. I'm going to take out this row. I'm going to take out this element. And, you know, I'm going to leave the background on just because it's going to help us create some structure. So what I try and do is I think, well, okay, I'm going to create a title. I'd like a video. I would like an opt-in form, like a call to action, maybe some sort of supplementary action. So I start trying to think, okay, what am I going to put on this page? So say, for example, I want to put a title in here. Well, usually titles are full width. So you can add a row, add an element, and now I'm building up the structure. And I think, okay, maybe I want to put a video with an opt-in next to it. So I start thinking, okay, a video could go there, an opt-in would there. Maybe I want something underneath it that kind of highlights a couple of features. And then maybe I want to close. Okay, so I start thinking about the kind of general structure. And you can see here I've kind of built that up. But now I need to actually put the elements in. So I can either drag and drop. So I'm not even going to worry about padding right now. I just want to kind of go over the actual layout. So I'll put a video in. That might be just the demo one for now. I'll put maybe an opt-in in. Yeah, that's okay, but maybe I want a little, I don't like this, it's a bit close to the edge, so I can come into form style. The cool thing is all of these items have controls. And the best way to get used to this is to dig in and play with it. Seriously, just play with it. Now, if I put for example, a heading in here, that heading is now over here. It's kind of out the way. I don't like that, so I'll now center that because most of your headlines are going to be centered. But I know I need it bigger, so let's just say this is the success secrets of top millionaires revealed for the first time. Okay, now again, see how that broke? Okay, that's fine. Let me use custom font size. Okay, I'm going to squeeze that up a little bit, reduce the spacing between letters. I'm going to bold that. Okay, so I can see that's giving me a little structure, but I don't like the color. So let's change that up. Okay, that's not popping. Let's add a shadow. Let's give it a little pop. So I'll do, say, 3, 3, 3. I'm going to make that a black shadow. Boom. Okay, now you can see that's popping off that background. Now, I can't quite get to it because of the way I did this. I'll click it right there. Let me add some padding at the top. Okay. Starting to come together. So let's now take this. I think that's too small. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go supersize. I'm going to go full on supersize. Okay, let's take it a 62. Let's see what happens there. Okay, but now it's too close together. So let me now take this and I'm going to increase that to just below the same font size. Okay. Oh yeah, we use Google Fonts, by the way. All the Google Fonts are loaded in here. About 500. You can, in the settings, you can actually pick in the Profit Builder settings and the theme options. You can pick what kind of font you want for each element. We're using Open Sans here, I believe, but you get the idea. You can see how now I can go in here. Let me take this and I'm going to make it. Let me make it gold. Excuse me. So again, this is just a quick thing. You get the idea here. And I can then change all the text here. But that's, maybe I could, I'm not doing the copywriting thing here, but maybe I want this video to autoplay. Well, I'll come in here, autoplay. But you see how I'm building in what we call air. That's the best way to describe it. You want things to balance. You don't want things to look absolutely terrible. So you want things to kind of structurally look good. And you'll see a lot of the stuff that we do, we focus a lot on structure. We want things to be kind of flow together, work together, and what have you. So I'm actually going to, because I'm using such a big font, I'm going to tighten it up even more. And you can play around with it. Maybe I add a little more text in there, and then maybe I want to add a couple of little features in here. So I'll just click on, I'm just going to add some images. So maybe that's feature benefit 1, feature benefit 2. That's basically calling people to sign up and what have you. But again, I'm thinking about things well in advance. And maybe I don't need this at the bottom now. I'm okay. I'm not too bad. Well, done.
Is Rev Slider in there? It's not there.
Yes, Rev Slider it comes with the theme. Rev Slider, all-in-one slider. We have a whole load of plugins that we supply with the theme that we are authorized to supply. The cool thing is that we also support themes, ones that we don't talk about. bbPress. If you have a forum, the theme supports bbPress. It has all sorts of pre-done styling to create a forum on your site. Great for membership sites. We also support WooCommerce, which is an e-commerce solution. Yes, we support that too. So again, we've got all sorts of things. Literally, we've built just the most flexible system on the planet. It's as simple as that. And there's no limit to what you can build with it. All you've got to do is have the imagination and the chutzpah to actually go and put it into place. So let me just move that out of the way. Now it's all centered. You've got a sexy kind of page right there.
Can you pull the video and show them putting in a slider?
Pull it, what, of Rev Slider?
Have we still got the video up there?
I'm sorry. Say that again, honey.
Where the video is on the page, can you just dump that out, put in a slider instead? Or can you show them how to put
We've actually got a couple of things you can do. Now, again, I'm not going to go through the Rev Slider thing. Mm-hmm. That's a complex piece of kit where, it'll take an entire session to do that one. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of great training on Rev Slider. But let me show you a really cool. Actually, you know what? I'm going to scrap this. Let me show you a slider in action. We have a template, funnily enough, or a layout that already has a slider. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to find, well, this is an example of one type of slider in action. In fact, if I'm going to do that, I need to come back and edit this page, remove the background. So hold on one second. Actually, just turn it to none, update. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Are you liking Profit Builder? Just while I'm doing this, do you like this system? Are you loving this system? Is this the answer to your dreams or what? Yeah? Hell yes. Yeah. I love it. What do you think? Okay, great. Okay, just making sure you're all there. But yeah, this is a slider. You actually have an element that is just a direct slider. And what you can do is add new slides, and you can tell it whether you want it to be an image or text. And you can build a slider right in here. That's what this is. It's a slider for the t-shirts. It's great. So that's a very simple approach. You can do that. Just add a new, if you want it, clone it, and you can create new slides right in the system. That's one type of slider. We built that in there, and you're welcome. Okay, so I'll take that out real quick. But again, very, very powerful. Now, if you want to, if you have created a slider, if you're used to Rev Slider, you could, for example, kill that element. And maybe I want to actually put a slider across the top. So let me just grab a one row. I'll grab that. You see me sliding that up there. And then maybe, again, you want this on your home page or something like that. We actually have all sorts of high authority homepage designs, by the way. So you can see over here, we got lots and lots of different setups for each and every occasion. One of them being, okay, grid, there's a post, masonry posts, categories. One of these is the Rev Slider, and I'm probably going right past it because I'm crazy like that. Is that the basic slider? Oh, you know what, guys? I haven't installed the Rev Slider. It needs to be installed, and then it will appear on the side. But just like I did there, you can actually just grab it, drag it in, and then create all your different setups. And it has, you can set up the pagination if you want it to or not. You can turn that off. You have autoplay, the timers, what kind of squares you like. So you can literally build all sorts of ones there. If you want it to be a responsive layout, yep, no problem. You can do that too. or you can lock it, whatever you want. But with a rev slider, basically the same thing. The only difference is you slide in an element, you pick your actual slider that you've predefined in rev slider, and it just shows it right where you dropped it. This one's a little more in depth because you can actually build your slider right here based on whatever you want. So yeah, we've got 50 plus different setups here. Let me also do, just for the fun of it, you want to create an auto blog or a blog of all of your items. I've only got one post here apparently, but if you want to just drop your blog on here and you've got all your posts and you've got all your featured images, you just click this one. It will create almost like a Pinterest style layout of all of your latest posts. And there's all sorts of different ways that you can show your blog posts and everything else to create a high authority homepage as well. In fact, let me just see if I actually have any homepage layouts loaded. I'm not sure if I did. No, but let me take in the review page. Let me show you again. If you want to see animations, style, and a little bit of Amazonian style, here's one where you've got a slider here that is all set up, pre-configured with Amazon elements, Amazon review products, boom, boom, boom. And then look at the animations, the counters, everything else sliding in as I go down, drawing my eye to focus on what's going on. So again, yep, you got that template too. That's part of the 55. You can see so much work has gone into this. This is a good suggestion. Surveys. We are actually planning that as an extension. That is in the pipe works. So thank you for that one. There's lots of different things there. There is so much you can do with the system. I mean, literally is unlimited. Tam, fire me some more questions, and then, guys, it is 7:30 ish, coming up on that. So I'm going to go for a little while longer, and then we'll wrap it up. But we're covering as literally a lot of you guys are asking the same kind of questions, and there's a lot of questions here. We got literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people here all asking questions. So I'm trying to cover as many bases as I can. I might not get to everyone's individual question, but I'll try and cover as many generalities as I can.
Okay.
Excuse me.
PBNs.
PBNs.
Membership sites.
PBNs and membership sites. Okay, PBNs. Most PBNs are ran off of posts and categories. So if you're using the theme, absolutely no problem at all. That works flawlessly. And in fact, we are using this on quite a few of our PBNs. The cool thing is it doesn't interfere with anything. If it works with WordPress, it works with us. So it doesn't matter what system you're using. That includes membership sites. For example, the entire membership site that is the customer area of WP Profit Builder was built with our Profit Builder and the theme. We integrate with pretty much every membership site system out there. To give you an idea, we actually have a video about membership sites specifically. That is in the main training area, and we show you setting it up with S2 Member, which is free. It's a great system. If you want to set up a membership with PayPal or JVZoo, you don't need to get the paid version. There is a pro version, which allows you to then ClickBank and many, many other systems. It's horses for courses, whatever you want. We use Wishlist Member on everything, and that has been very, very cool for us. And yeah, that's very, very well integrated. That makes life very, very easy. But yes, S2 Member, A Member, Infusionsoft, Sidet, we integrate with everything. So there you go. That's very, very powerful. And again, just to show you, again, proof is in the pudding. WP Profit Builder's members area is completely built with Profit Builder. Everything we did that was on the front end, the sales funnel, the pre-launch funnel, the exits, the webinars, the replays, the members area, even down to the legal pages, is all built with Profit Builder. So just goes to show you can do pretty much anything with it. Okay, fire me some more, baby.
Let's see.
This poor girl is hammered. If you hear all that frantic clicking, she's trying to answer questions as well for people, and and do all that. So
We'll have a replay.
The replay will be up
in a day or two.
Yeah, give me a little time on that. I'll try and have it up tomorrow. I'll burn it after this session, and then I'll find a place to publish it in the members area, and then we'll rock on from there.
Okay. Let's see.
Excuse me.
You covered boxes, borders, colors, right?
No, I didn't. Boxes, borders, and colors. Okay.
On a row or
You could do all sorts of cool.
borders.
Let me cover some row stuff.
How to link an image.
Okay, linking an image. Okay, lots and lots of questions. Let me do this, and I'll do menus. Okay. You're killing me. Okay. That's cool. Okay, so we do some really cool stuff with rows. For example, you can do a row that's stuck to the top. You could do a row that's stuck to the bottom, or you can do a normal row. In other words, it floats wherever you want it, which is very cool. So it can stick to the bottom, stick to the top. As you scroll, it stays right in place. That's very cool. You can also do a timed row, which means all of the contents in this row only appear after X number of minutes or seconds. We do this for videos. If you're doing a video sales letter, this is very, very cool. In fact, what I'm going to do, guys, let me do this on a new page. That way we're focused on one area. So we'll just call this test row page. Okay, test row page. And again, I'm just going to publish this. I'm going to leave all the other cool stuff in there so you can see it in place. And then I'm just going to click up here. And let's just add a row. Let's add a row here. Let's add a row here, and add a row maybe there as well. So this one, I'm going to change its background color to, let's change it to navy blue. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here, and for some reason it's not updating live. That might be, what am I doing here? Anything different? No. Okay, well, I'm going to stick this to the top. There we go. And I'm going to make it, when you're going top, you need to be a full width header. In fact, let me stick it to the bottom. Okay. And, oh, I changed the shadow color. That's why it's not updating, because I'm a Wally. Okay. So there we go. Okay, now, even as I'm scrolling, that's now stuck to the bottom. And I can add my heading in here, and I can say, okay, I'll make that a demo, and center that. Okay, so fixed bottom. Sounds like a painful medical procedure. So there you go. There's a fixed bottom row. And as if this page was much longer, in fact, let me just do this real quick, and I'll clone that, that, and that. As you can see, as I'm scrolling, that's staying on the bottom seamlessly. Great for calls to action and putting scarcity timers in and stuff like that. All very, very cool. Now, another thing we can do, if you want to put a border around something, let's put a border around this top one, and I'm going to make a bright red one. So, okay, and we'll change the width of this to, say, 10. I'm going to go really obnoxious. Border style, solid, and let's actually, yeah, there we go. We can make that a full width row as well. So now we've put a border around that, or not, whatever we want to do. But yeah, you can go really as much as you want. You can also select rounded corners, whatever you want. So you can do all sorts. Now, if you want to add a shadow, no problem. Let's add a drop shadow. Let's add a kind of dark red. I'll put a 10, 10, px, a 10 px. So now you can add really, really big highlights to this. You've got to be careful with this because you want to kind of keep consistent with whatever style you're working on. But again, whatever you want, you can do it. Now, if you want to have some fun as well, let's also stick in a parallax image. So I'm going to stick in, we uploaded some images earlier on. Let's see, let me take this one, okay? Select that. Now, let me also add some padding. Let me add 100 there and 100 there. Now, as I'm scrolling, you can see that that changes its position, okay? That's because it's using parallax. Now, want to go even sexier? You can also do, I'm going to have to do it, guys. We'll do a little AC/DC, because you can do literally videos in your row elements as well. So you can come down here, video background, select your source, whether you want it Vimeo, YouTube, or HTML5. In this case, I need just the ID again. So take that out, and there you go. So now we have a video background as well. Now, we've done that where we've done entire presentations as a row background. You can't turn it off. You can't do no controls, anything else. But that allows you to do literally inline presentations as you go. I can also do, if I wanted to fix that, you want to go really, really kind of blow people's minds. Again, I can't really think of a situation where you would do this, but stick it to the top. And again, you want to go full width. So now you could have a video that, if you set it right, follows you down the page. Again, I haven't got any elements in here, but you get the idea. You can do all sorts of fun things. This is, 101 things you can do with fireworks, just a little more interesting. So again, you can do all sorts of things with rows. You get the idea there. So again, play around with those. There's so many ways and so many things you could do with this. You can literally build anything your mind imagines. And if you're fortunate enough to have a designer who is talented and everything else, I'm going to put my wife on the spot. And now again, without mentioning brands, because we're trying to be careful when we're doing this, there are site designers out there or site builders that you're not a huge fan of. And I'm trying to be tactful with how I'm putting this. Now I'm going to put my wife on the spot again. She will tell it as it is. You've used pretty much every site building system out there. My wife, by the way, my wife is an award-winning graphics artist and designer, and she makes me look awesome. I look like a zombie most of the time, thankfully. She makes me look very put together and professional. My entire branding is due to, 99% of my branding is due to her. And the reason everything looks so damn good and professional is because of her. So just full qualifier of why I'm putting her on the spot. Now, you've come across things in Profit Builder, again, full disclosure, that she is not keen on, but she's giving me feedback at the designer level as well to improve upon things. And again, a lot of Profit Builder was actually designed to make my wife's life easier, which in turn makes my life easier. Now again, she's making me cough now because, again, like I said, we have been ill for like 2 weeks. But you've used a lot of different systems, and my wife is giving me hand gestures like I'm coughing.
Cut and paste.
You love the cut and paste, okay? Between pages.
On cut and paste.
Yes, you can. For example, if I paste in a row right now, I don't know what's in my archive, but you can literally copy and paste between pages. Not just rows, but also elements, individual elements. That was very useful. You could also clone a page. I could load a page, for example. Instead of loading a template, I could load the entire contents of another page. So we set one up earlier on. Real cool opt-in demo. Boom. I just loaded the entire contents of that page in here. So again, it's a great way to easily, quickly clone stuff. But what other things have you found easy about this, or that you've really liked? I mean, you've mentioned the copy and paste, but are you finding this easier to use, than any other system that you've used?
It's easier, it's faster, it's structured, and the cut and paste was really the killer for me because it slowed me down.
On other systems?
Mm-hmm. I don't have to think now. I can just cut and paste just like anything else.
Yeah.
And it makes me pick up whole sections and cut and paste them quickly.
Especially when you're building out an entire website, a funnel, and everything else. That makes things cool. Okay, that's very, very cool. That's very cool. And again, I just wanted to give you a kind of designer's take on it as well. So not just your own take, but also from the high end stuff. And we've got gurus or industry experts that have said, "Oh my God, I wish I had this last year. This is so cool. We're going to be using it for everything we're doing from this point on." So again, it's really designed for every level of designer. So okay, fire some more questions at me real quick, and then we'll kind of get to where we're ramping this down.
I think the biggest thing is to explain Site Builder again, what it does, because and the difference between the plugin and the theme.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are thinking, can I use, do I have to have the plugin to use the theme, or do I have to, do I have to have both? That type of thing, how they work together.
Okay, let me kind of back up. The plugin can be used on any website with any theme.
If it's WordPress.
If it's WordPress, okay. The theme has to use Profit Builder. The two are symbiotic. If you're going to use the theme, you need Profit Builder. You can't use it without, okay? They are symbiotic. But the plugin can be used anywhere, on any WordPress site with any theme, and it can override it, okay? But the theme just adds a few more elements and enhancements to Profit Builder. It just kind of is like a power-up, if you imagine that. But what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to show you, if I have a few moments, I'm going to show you what the Launchpad does. Because honestly, it's a hard thing to explain unless I actually show you. So here's what we're going to do. And I think I can do this. I'm going to double check something real quick. So let me just see here. Again, I have a test site where I can literally, I'm going to show you building a site in seconds, okay? And this is one of the coolest damn things on the planet. But I want to make sure that I have everything set up so I can. Because on the launch of the website, I took a lot of stuff down. So I just want to make sure while I'm doing this, okay, that's that. I'm just checking my data because I just want to make sure that if I'm going to do this live demo of what I'm about to show you, everything is in place. So, okay, give me a second here, guys. I'm just going to very quickly, and I mean literally very quickly, I'm setting up a database on a site so that I can literally build you a website live. Now this is, again, something I wasn't planning, so I am not prepped for. So I'm going to fill, and I might have to do a little sing along here and a sing and dance in a second. Let me ask a question though. While I'm doing this and filling this space, what is your favorite feature of Profit Builder? I really am curious. What is your favorite feature of Profit Builder? Because we've got so much stuff that we love, that we've done, and everything else. But I'd love to hear from you guys. What is your favorite all-time feature in this system? Okay, lots of people saying, okay, the live editor, that's great. A lot of people saying the templates, versatility, no coding. The controls are right there. Okay, the drag and drop front end. Okay, well, that's good because, hell, and honestly, we built that for that very purpose because it made my life easier as well. I mean, I really did build this for me. You guys are just getting all the benefit of that, which in real terms, that's pretty damned awesome. So, okay, let me go to the Launchpad. And let's see. Just go to the dashboard. Okay. And then I'll go to Launchpad. Now, I've got a website here. I'm just going to close down some of these tabs. I'm going to show you how freaking awesome this is. Because I'm very proud of it. But again, explaining this sometimes is a little harder than actually showing it in real time. So let me go to a site called Millionaire Upgrade, which is empty. Okay? Nothing here, nothing to see. Now, you know as well as I do, if you're going to build a website, it's a pain in the butt. You got to start installing WordPress, installing your themes, setting up your plugins. Well, like I say, we made this super simple, damned easy. I'm going to show you this real quick. So I'm going to launch the installer. Now, again, we cover all this in this video, but let me just go to, and I'm going to just copy and paste some stuff in because I've actually got all of the information to install this. And all I'm doing is going to the, putting in some of the usernames and passwords. Okay. And I'm going to go, I hope that this information, I didn't change it and it's still correct. So I'm just going to go here, do that. We'll find out in a second because when you put your information in, it does prompt you to double check. I can't just hit next. It says, hey, you must perform a test first. So we're testing. Okay, if I get a negative, I know, oh, okay. So I did change the password. So, okay, 2 seconds. That's telling me basically some of my information is incorrect. So I did change something here. So I'm just going to go back over here. I've got cPanel up on the other side here. And I'm just quickly going in here. Like I say, guys, bear with me. I want to show you a demo. This is really going to be the definitive, oh, that's what it does, which would be very useful for the people who are not sure. So, okay, let me change that. Okay, now let me test the settings. Okay, so I'm going to refresh this. Put that information in again. Okay. Now, I'm doing things on 3 different screens here, so again, bear with me. This is what happens when you don't think you're going to demonstrate something and you have to suddenly scramble to set it up. Okay. Okay. So I'll just put all this information in again. I just want to make sure we get past this. Once we get past this step, we're all good. Okay, test settings. Okay, is it because I set that up? I think I blocked this IP because I had people jumping in there and doing some silly stuff. But basically you would put this in. Okay, I'm just going to check myself here because I don't think I have a block on here. Okay. I had the security wound up just a little too tight on this HostGator account. Okay. No, that should be right. So, yeah, 3rd time's a charm. If it doesn't work this time because of my security on the other site, then I'm going to have to bow out. But what I'll do is I'll show you an example of the site it builds. I kind of showed you behind the scenes, but we're going to try one more time. If this doesn't work, then we'll give up on this one because I've disabled the demo site that I was installing this to. And I don't have another one prepped that I can easily do this with. Okay. And no, it said no, it's not going to do it. So that's because of some security I had set up on that site. So I can't show you that. Yeah, I'd love to, but again, one of the things is because I show a lot of stuff live, like for example, if I come in here right now, it's going to show an admin user ID. Well, guess what? Everyone starts trying to use that user ID. So I have to be careful what I show. So what I'm going to do is instead of that, I'm going to activate Profit Builder over here. So we'll just do that. I'm just going to use my serial here, and I'll do that. I'll do admin IAM Success Center, activate now. Just make sure that was my actual username. Okay. Takes just a second. Okay. That's because that one is not the correct one. because I disabled that one. Okay, I'm going to do this. I have to do this on another screen because now I have to pull up my second one, which hasn't been copied everywhere yet. Exactly it. So what I'm going to do is, let me just do this. I have to wait for the other screen to load. I want to show you this so badly now. This has become my mission of the day here. So let me come to here. I'm doing this on the other screen. I'll make sure I've not got any spaces in there. Okay. So let me find my other test account just for schnitz and giggles. Okay, bear with me as I do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to the other screen so I don't share this one real fast. So I'm going to do this again. Trying to answer as many questions as I can and making sure that we get everything rocking and rolling here. Okay, this one will be good. Okay, perfecto. Okay, now if I come over here and then go to themes, I want to make sure the theme is active. Okay, jolly good. Okay, with that being said, let's go over here, open up this. And this is basically the blog it creates. And it has all the top bar menus all set up. This is it showing some example blog posts that we threw in here. It's got all optimized for signups right away, for advertising, for social media. And again, it builds this exact site. If you want to see how a blog post looks, click on one of the blog posts. It loads up, and again, you've got everything optimized. You can put in your content. You can use your Profit Builder to do this.
If you already have an old database, can you plug them in there?
No. Well, you would basically have to go through an adaptation process. Launchpad is a new site deployment system. Now, you could replicate this on your site with Profit Builder and the Profit Builder theme. You could install the two, and then you could start adapting it. In fact, if you follow, there's a video we have about building an authority site with this. We kind of cover that, how you would adapt an existing site and go through it and create this manually. And it's it's actually pretty easy. But we give you a massive head start by just building a new site from scratch. You would not use Launchpad on top of an existing site because it would remove your old site and replace it with this one. Do not do that. and put it this way, I have about between the time you're entering the data and the time you're running the final installer, we have like 3 or 4. Are you sure you want to do this? Have you made backups? Are you good to go? Basically, I have so many disclaimers in place. If you break something, it's not my fault, it's yours. We warned you. If you try and do this on an existing site, you really want to do this on a new site from scratch. So there you go. But that's what it builds. And it takes just a few clicks and it builds this. It builds a silo structure. It's all SEO optimized, ready to rock. And that's really all I can say about it. Okay, so fire me. Okay, we're coming up on 8 o'clock, so we're almost at 2 hours. Fire me 2 more questions, and then we'll wrap it up.
Building membership sites into Launchpad. We're not building, they're not the same.
No.
Fire a membership
yes, we kind of are. One thing that we're looking to do in the near future is we're going to create multiple layouts of sites, multiple types already set up. So while we've got an authority blog right now, we are looking at creating a membership site version and an e-commerce version and maybe a couple of others as well. No time frame on them right now, in all honesty, but again, the authority one that's in there right now is a great base. The other ones will be doing those probably over the next 2 weeks. No fixed time frame yet, though, because again, After this launch, obviously we want to make sure that there's no bugs in the theme or the template or anything else. So we want to give ourselves a little leeway there before we go ahead and add some more templates and stuff like that for site layouts. So, okay, another question.
Let's see. Like, show everybody where to upgrade their licenses and maybe give out the OTOs again.
Okay, if you want to upgrade your licenses. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so here is the main training, the members dashboard. You've got all your main training down here. Okay, there's 6 main videos. They're very detailed and powerful. We go through landing pages, sales pages, the basics of Profit Builder, installation configuration, memberships and portals, high power authorities blogs. That everything you need is really covered in these 6 videos. If you want to go to Launchpad, click on Launchpad. If you don't have it, it will give you the upgrade links. It'll say, hey, did you? Now, here's the thing. If you did buy it and you can't access it, it's probably because you haven't activated it. So it'll tell you how to activate it, because you have to go through, like we said at the beginning of the show, to go to JVZoo's purchases, ClickBank's purchases, click on those links, get your actual purchase links, because you purchased multiple products, you probably activated only one. And it'll show you that. In fact, the page you will get, if you go to any page you don't have access to because you haven't got it, is wrong membership level, because you don't have access to it. So it'll bring up this page, which includes the upgrade links if you decide you want to, right here. So there's the JVZoo customer purchases, ClickBank order finder. And then if you want to upgrade, get the Launchpad or get the Ultimate Bundle. Those are your 2 custom upgrade links. And again, I've put them in the chat already, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste them. The first one is wp-profitbuilder.com/check/launchpad. The other one is check/ultimate. And that will give you, that's basically these 2 buttons here. Okay? And that will give you everything you need right there. And again, this video walks you through how to upgrade, how to access your products, how to upgrade, and you're all good. It just walks you through the entire step-by-step process.
Ours does.
Excuse me.
There is something that will tell them if we've upgraded, if we've updated.
Oh, if we've updated the plugin or the theme, yes, absolutely. Both the plugin and the theme will tell you if they have been updated. For example, if I go here, you can see example, it says, oh, Profit Builder 1.13 is available, update now. If you go up here to upgrades, updates, if you're not sure, what we're going to do is every time we release an update, we'll send out an email anyway, and you can re-download from the members dashboard and do it that way. That's the manual way. It's not the way I recommend, but you can actually download right from here. And it says, oh, you've got version 1, update right now, no problem. And you can check for the differences. But let me just go here, and what I'll do is I'll just click that, update all, and update to 1.13. And it's rolling right now, literally just boom, boom, boom. We use the automatic installer and upgrade system of WordPress, so you don't have to faff around with all sorts of downloads and uploads and deletes and deactivates. To heck with that, that's too complicated. We just make it brain dead simple. And if you're not sure, again, let me just go here. Just go to your dashboard, updates. Now ignore that right now. This was because we had a little bit of a silly bug, but you can just click check again. It'll check if there's any updates available. And in fact, there it goes. It cleared the check that there was no updates. It's good. It's gone.
And our other products have that too.
Oh, all of our other products have that. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So there you go. So anyway, guys, let me ask you a question, because we're going to wrap it up there. Again, if I didn't get to your question, I'm sorry. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people on here right now, and that's absolutely fantastic, and I'm glad each and every one of you is here. But I try to cover as many questions as I can. Is there a change log? Yes. We release it with every update, so you can see what's changed and everything else, and we keep you appraised of that, and we'll tell you if there's a fix. Well, if there's extended fixes, we'll tell you what's in the email and everything else. Now, let me ask you guys, did you learn some stuff here with this webinar? Was this kind of Q&A, live Q&A valuable to you? Did it make more sense, and did it add value to everything you've had? Done. Okay, excellent. Well, someone said do it again. What we might do, guys, is I might do another one in a couple of weeks, just because I want everyone kind of getting the most out of this. My goal is to make you guys happy, you know, and I can't make everyone happy. Not everyone's going to be happy, but as long as I can get the most people who really value what we're doing here, why we're doing it, they understand the reasons. Because, you know, I could come up with all sorts of products and then be like a lot of other marketers that, you know, they launch, then they disappear, and then suddenly screw the customers, and they've gone on to the next one because it's the next shiny object. I build tools that last. I stand behind them, I stand in front of them, and I want to make things basically that you need. And you guys give me so much great feedback. I mean, I've got some great ideas for plugins and extensions just from what we've got going on here. And that's great because, again, you guys you're shaping the future. We're building this with you in mind. So this plugin is built by you. And that's absolutely fantastic. So I'm so glad that I've had a chance to do all this. So again, awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm sorry, my wife has raised her hand, so that's great.
I'm promising Tyler a question, so I'm asking.
Tyler, okay, you've flown under the radar. That's also great. Now, I also have something here that okay, I saw a one from Kathy there that is an Inner Circle member that I'll get to as well. But okay, go ahead. What was Tyler's question?
Well, I'm waiting for his question to come in.
Okay. Structured demo might. Okay. Also, because of federal privacy rules in terms of service agreements.
How to add a business email.
Oh, okay. That's
any email is a business email.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't have. If you're going to use an email, guys, for business, make it your own domain. Don't use Gmail or AOL. Nothing says that I'm not a quality business than using your Gmail for business. But okay, let's have a look.
Okay, how do I get rid of a double scroll bar on my site? I'm not sure. He had put a link into it, but I didn't see a double scroll bar.
A double scroll bar. Are you using an iframe, Tyler? Let me ask you that.
I can't see it. So.
Okay, I'm just asking quick. Okay, are you pasting it to me?
Yeah, let me see.
No, a double scroll bar.
It's not on there.
I'm not sure. I would not sure, dude, because I can't see. Where did you paste me the link?
I just put it in the organizers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Scroll bar on it, so I can't see it.
Okay, I'm pulling it into Chrome. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, the double scroll bar. Here's why. You've got an inner div and a separate div. Increase the size of one of the paddings. That's what you've got here. You've got an inner div that's just not quite framed right. Add a little padding underneath, that will go. It's because you've got this image background. It creates kind of what's called a double container. That's kind of what it is. It's because of that. Okay, so if you change this and add a little more padding underneath, that'll disappear. It's because of the double nested with the image. That's why. You just need a little extra padding. Take care of that, you should be good. So there you go. Okay, great question. I'm glad we could tackle that one right at the end. That's good. And rock on. Now, someone's saying, does the ultimate upgrade work without Profit Builder? Well, obviously you need to buy the front-end product to qualify for that, and we do check all purchases, if that's what you're meaning. Can you buy the upgrade without having the front-end product? No, it's an upgrade. Just want to clarify that. Do any of the upgrades work without Profit Builder? Absolutely. Backlink Commando, Rapid Mailer, Attractor, Magnet, List Rocket, those are all independent products. The only one that you do need Profit Builder for, obviously, is the extensions to Profit Builder. So hopefully that answers your question. But yes, we do check all upgrades. We do check all licenses. We have a team checking everything, so it's all good. Okay, with that being said, can we get an overview of what is ListRocket? ListRocket is a pop-up, pop-under system. It's a list gathering system that works on any part of your website. There's so much stuff I could go over. I can't give you literally absolutely everything. If you check those links that we gave out, it goes into a little more detail. And as you can tell, I'm starting to lose my voice. So with that being said, guys, I think we should wrap it there. I just want to say one last thing. Thank you to each and every one of you for coming on here tonight. Hope you've learned something. Hope you got some great value out of this. I really do hope, truly hope that you're enjoying Profit Builder, that you will absolutely hammer the snot out of it, use it to its fullest extent, take your business to the next level, create incredible lead pages, awesome converting sales pages, wonderful high converting video sales pages, membership pages, whatever you need to do it. I hope it meets all and surpasses all of your needs. And again, don't hesitate to contact us. We have a customer service department with a huge team on standby. If you do have any problems, we're all here to help you as much as we can. If you have activation problems, you're not sure about where your product or where your activations are, if you're not sure if you've got a problem with technical issues, just let us know. We're here to help as much as we can. Hopefully this answered a lot of questions here this evening, helped you, take away some, if you're having any headaches or confusions about anything, we're getting you there that much quicker. So absolutely wonderful. So anyway, guys, take care. What's the customer service link? Again, if you're in the members area, guys, there is a link to the support right up here. So actually, no, there isn't, Tim. I was going to say, we don't have a link to the support. If you go to FAQ, I was going to say it should be in the footer, which is not on this page, actually, which I noticed because I took it off. But if you come to the FAQ, oh, yeah, there is a support link in the footer. There we go. Thank you. That had me worried on that page. I'm like, we didn't have a support link?
No,
there's lots of Q&As in here, kind of some of the most common things. And in fact, I need to update this a little bit based on the last 2 days of launch. But then if these do not answer your questions, come here, click here, and that'll take you to our customer service department, which is imsuccesscenter.com/customer care. And our team is all here ready to rock and help you with anything you've got going on. So there you go. What were you going to say there, Tam?
Just thinking there was a lot of questions about silo structures and stuff you couldn't get into and all kinds of really in-depth specific. So
okay, you know what?
Member training all the time, so
here's what I'm going to suggest. Let me ask you guys a question. We were going to wrap up and just wrap it up there, but let me ask you one final question. Would you love to know the secrets of my success? Would you like more training on things like email marketing, PBNs, SEO, creating membership sites, recurring income, affiliate income, social media marketing, viral tribe creation, how to basically dominate Facebook, paid traffic, buying traffic from Facebook, retargeting? Would you like training on all of that kind of stuff? Absolutely. CPA marketing, MLM. Would you like all of that? Yeah? Okay, absolutely. Okay. Here's what I'm going to suggest. Because we do have a membership site where we teach all that. Okay?
can't do it in 2 hours.
I can't do it in 2 hours. I'm just going to show you something, again, completely impromptu. And again, this is not a pitch. But I want to show you how many weeks of training, live training like this that we've done. And, all different structured stuff. This is the inner circle, okay? We have all sorts of training here, Kickstart training, accelerator training. This is like if you haven't joined, everyone got a free Kickstart account. And that was free as part of your purchase. And we got a great Kickstart training there. It's like how I built a six-figure business in 6 hours, okay? Some great training. Taking that to the next level is the paid membership. You can get a trial for $1. You can basically get a chance to check it all out for free because I don't see a dime of that dollar. But it allows me to show you, hey, for 2 weeks, come check it out. You get unrestricted access. But one of the things we do is called the Ask Sean sessions. Every week, I cover all sorts of great training, The one we just did last night, for example, literally last night, it's up today, is week 207, okay? And we reversed engineered what yesterday was a $250,000 launch. Today, it's $350,000, and it's just keep on growing. So we basically reverse engineered stuff. We talk about, I also open up my 7-figure empire, what we do right, what we did wrong. We talk about tribal marketing, CPA marketing, and literally we do all of that every week. It's like it's actually meant to be an hour session. It usually turns into 2 to 3 hours. But we talk about split testing. We talk every third week we review a business. We review your businesses. We go into a critique about sites, layouts, conversion funnels, what works, what doesn't. We talk about that was week 200. We've literally got over 500 hours of training in here. That's just one section. We also have all sorts of online tools, SEO tools, download center with $32,000 worth of graphics, link tank, which is like all sorts of resources. We have a really killer keyword tool, which has 16.8 million keywords indexed that we have full analysis on. Oh man, there's so much stuff in here, it'll blow your mind. We have a private Facebook group, a private Skype group. We have experts that we bring in from all sorts of different areas of business. You have discounts for some of our most popular products. You get a lot of them absolutely free. For example, people who've been members with us, just as a kind of as a reference, got Rapid Mailer for free, got Profit Builder. A lot of our beta testers were Inner Circle members, and they had access to this for over a month before everybody else. And we got all sorts of other exclusive plugins that are just amazing, amazing tools. And again, a lot of them, I never sell them to the public. They just stay as Inner Circle private deals. So again, but we do this every week. We give all sorts of great training, impromptu webinars. And it's only, I mean, if you take the $1 trial, you get to try everything literally for unlimited access for 2 weeks. If you like it, stay on. Great. It's only $47 a month. Now, let me ask you this. If you think that's a good deal, how much is your business worth to you? Is $47 a month with someone like myself personally guiding you every step of the way worth your business to you? I would certainly hope so, but give it a shot. $1. It's less than the price of a candy bar. You get to check it out. No risk at all. If it's not for you, no problem. Cancel. No harm, no foul. You're all good. It's as simple as that. And again, if you want to do that, if you look on a WP Profit Builder, we have a couple of links there. And I'll give you this right now. I really would encourage you to give it a shot. I mean, if you're in business, if you're serious about business, it's one of the best investments. We got many Inner Circle members here tonight, actually, because I was doing this webinar. But if you look at the bottom of the page here, why do marketers love the Inner Circle? This is kind of me, a little video, a little promotional video where I was talking about it, and I'll shut this guy up. But yeah, take it for a test drive. These are real Inner Circle members. Alan, for example, has done, he's been with us for 3 years. I'll give him a full credit for this. His first launch that he did, he had never done a launch before. He had no idea where to start. His first launch did $350,000 in 7 days. His last launch, $250,000 in 7 days. That's not bad. And again, all because of what he learned in the Inner Circle. And we got lots of other success stories just like that. So again, take a test drive. $1, you've got nothing to lose. 2 weeks, you get full access. Enjoy it. That's all I can say. Have fun with it. And boom, boom, boom. Is this a sales pitch? No. People were asking for about everything. So someone says, oh, is this a pitch? No, this is not an intentional pitch. Check it out. That's all I'm saying. People were asking about it. Where can they get more training? They were asking about questions outside of Profit Builder. So I said, I can't condense 207 weeks at 2 hours a piece training into 2 hours.
But we probably have training already done.
But we probably already have training. Yeah. I mean, we've talked about PBNs, and we were talking about PBNs before everyone called it PBNs.
Split testing.
Literally everything you can imagine is in there. So again, go check it out. And again, check out this video. This talks about it in a little more detail. I'm not wanting to pitch here this evening. I just wanted to give you some content and talk about Profit Builder. So entirely up to you. Go check it out. If you're not interested, it doesn't bother me one bit. We do have thousands of members. I think the last count was 16,000 members. Actually, I think it's more than that now. But at every level, that is great fun. It really is really, really cool. And a lot of people say it's the best membership site out there, best trading site out there, and the best community, which is really what we try to create there, is a community of highly driven, highly motivated people. So with that being said, guys, I will include the link to this special. I'm going to go give my dogs the evil eye. Thank you very much, Sparky. You interesting little creature you are. And we'll rock on out of here. Again, hope you enjoyed tonight's session. Hope you got some great information, some great content, learned some great stuff. All you've got to do now is go apply it. So with that being said, guys, and yes, bow, wow, wow. Thank you to the dogs. Okay, that's from Denny. That's cool. Have fun, guys. And again, we'll do this again real soon. We are going to have a webinar. I want to say next week, but I might have to adjust it because I have another webinar coming up as well. But we'll do some more. We'll figure out a time when we could do this again with a Q&A and everything else. And if you have any other questions in the meantime, you know where we are. Till then, take care. Thanks a lot.